Jazz here with another video, and today is another sketchbook tour, and I'm thinking of doing these once a week as an update on what I've done for the week. So, the first, no, not that one. The first drawing is this pencil drawing. I know it's not perfect, and I know that, but I just wanted to play around with different pencil not textures, but thicknesses and that to create darker lines, darker shading. Instead of just using the one pencil and pressing harder and that, it it turned out okay. Definitely could use an improvement. Like I think his shirt is blends in with the grass too much, so that's something to work on. Your first drawing is never perfect when you're experiencing things, but I think his mouth came out pretty good. I think, yeah, another focus. Just a character. Just use cheap graphic markers. Turned out pretty cool. Not cool, good in my opinion. Not perfect. Just a jazz piece. Yellows and greens and blues. I think they're pretty nice color combination. Sorry. A Squidward inspired drawing again with the graphic markers, the paint markers. Yeah, just using little hatches to create 3D depth. I didn't color these ones in, but these are just little duck sketches playing around with just different ideas and that. A portrait using curved rulers and that. So I think that turned out pretty good. I think I need to learn how to use curved rulers a bit more. Now this one I'm very, very happy with. And the next few drawings that are in the sketchbook is I had a reference from a cartoon from a newspaper, and I didn't copy them properly, like this isn't exactly what was in the newspaper, but I used like the shapes and thought, I'll just make his nose a bit more curved, and I just used that and then use the reference on where the shadow on it needs to go. So I'm very happy with that one. This character was from I used the reference was the Snake cartoon. Turned out okay. Not happy with the mouth, even though it was in like the newspaper. But there's something you want about the one in the newspaper that's just a bit better, or a lot more better. A lot better, not a lot more better. Whatever. Again, using the newspaper cartoon reference. Not happy with his hand, but again, just learning where the overlaps go, the movement lines and that. This one I'm happy with, but I'm not happy with the colours. And just here and that you can sort of tell that I'm trying to use different coloured graphic markers and blend them in together and that, and then again for the using the reference on where the hatches go to create the shadow. Yeah, this one I'm happy with as well, very happy with. Yeah, of course need to work on his feet and that, but pretty good for my first effort. And again, but this one was out of from my head, just using the reference from the first one I showed you that was from the newspaper, but I didn't use the reference from the newspaper for this one. And and this is the bit of paper I use so the alcohol markers don't bleed through to the drawing paper. I've gotten caught a couple of times forgetting to put this behind the piece of drawing paper, and it's bleeded onto the drawing paper. But other than that, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you next week for my sketchbook update.